Today we are discussing about ABC transporters. We are discussing about the most important transporter, that is ABC transporters. And what ABC represents here, it is a ATP binding cassets. So the full form for ABC is a ATP binding cassets. What ATP means here is an energy-rich compound, that is adenosine triphosphate. On its breakdown, there is a release of energy, and that energy is used by these transporters for exchanging of the substance or for the movement of the substances. On the basis of that, we can call it as the ABC transport. So ABC transporter is actually dependent upon ATP. So on the basis of that, we call it ATP binding cassets. Or simply, they are the largest family of ATP binding pumps. So they are the largest family of ATP binding pump, because ATP is binding here. On the basis of that ATP, there is a hydrolysis of the ATP, there is a release of energy, then there is a movement of the substances. So there is binding of ATP on the basis of that to this transporter, so that it has a movement. So on the basis of that, we call it as a ATP binding cassets. You have to keep in mind ABC transporter. Now they are responsible for transport of small inorganic ions and small organic substances or organic molecules, like we have monosaccharides, we have amino acids, and we have peptides, etc. So the small organic molecules and small inorganic ions, they get exchanged, or their movement is done by these ABC transporters. Especially the small, you have to keep in mind, the word small you have to keep in mind. Small inorganic ions and small organic molecules. These two substances are exchanged or transported by the ABC transporters. This is the most important thing which you have to keep in mind, that is small inorganic ions and small organic molecules, like we have monosaccharides, then after we have amino acids, then after we have the peptides. Now why they are present? In case of eukaryotic cell, that means the cell which is bearing the true nucleus, or which is the advanced type of cell. In case of eukaryotic cell, this ABC transporter, it is expressed on plasma membrane. That means plasma membrane is also having the ABC transporter. It is expressed on mitochondrial membrane. So mitochondria also have ABC transporter, mitochondrial membrane. It is also expressed on ER membrane, that is endoplasmic reticulum membrane. So in case of the eukaryotic cell, the cell which is an advanced type of cell, this ABC transporter, it is expressed on plasma membrane, it is expressed on mitochondrial membrane, as well as it is expressed on ER membrane, that is endoplasmic reticulum membrane. In case of eukaryotes, you have to keep in mind, it is present on these structures like plasma membrane, like mitochondrial membrane, like ER membrane. Now in case of prokaryotes, that means the cell which is having a primitive type of a nucleus, or which is a initial type of cell, we can also call it. In case of prokaryotes, it participates it participates in regulating movement of glucose and lactose. So in case of prokaryotes, it's participating in regulating, that is maintaining the movement of glucose and lactose in case of prokaryotes. So in prokaryotes, it is also expressed on the plasma membrane, where it is participating in regulating the movement of glucose and lactose. But the most important thing which you have to keep in mind after now is it's helping in the movement of small inorganic ions and small organic molecules. And why we call it as an ABC transporter? Because the ATP gets bound to it. So on the base side, this is the largest family where you will see the ATP binding takes place onto the transporter. Then after this, the movement of the substances. Two important domains which are present in the ABC transporter. Let's see them. Two important domains. Then after we go through the various ABC transporters which are present inside the cell, we'll see them all one by one. Let's say the first important thing, that is two important domains. That is two important parts which are present in the ABC transporter. So ABC transporter actually it consists of two important domains, or parts we can also call it. So it's having two parts. This transporter is having the two parts. So these two parts it have. Let's say the first one is a transmembrane domain. The first part which it have is a transmembrane domain. That means this is a transmembrane domain which is crossing the plasma membrane or which is crossing the membranes. Then after this transmembrane domain helps in the movement of the substance from outer environment to inner or inner to the outer environment. So it leads to the movement. So it is crossing the plasma. That's why we call it a transmembrane domain. And we can have a short form of it is a TMD, that is a transmembrane domain. This transmembrane domain in case of ABC is a multipass domain. So it is a multipass domain. That means it crosses the membrane many times. See, first if you see it in a plasma membrane, so this is a plasma membrane, it's a double-layered structure here. And this domain, it crosses the plasma membrane many times. So it is crossing the plasma membrane many times. So on the basis of that, we call it as a multipass domain. That this means transmembrane domain is a multipass domain and is helping in the movement of the substance from external environment to internal or from internal to the external environment. You have to keep it in mind. Second one we have is a nucleotide binding domain. It's one more domain attached to it is a nucleotide binding. This is the first one and this is the second one, nucleotide binding domain. Or we can have a short form of it is a NBD, that is a nucleotide binding domain. Now this nucleotide binding domain, it participates in hydrolysis of ATP and there is a release of energy. So this is mainly responsible for ATP binding. So here we can see it participates in hydrolysis of ATP. That means the ATP is broken down here, so it's participating here. Or we can simply say it helps in a release of energy. It helps in a release of energy. Then after that, energy is used by this transmembrane domain for the exchange of the substance. Now the most important thing I will discuss again, why we call it as the ABC transporter, because here is the ATP binding onto the ATP binding domain. On the basis of that, we call it as the ABC transporter. But it is the largest family where the ATP binding pump or ATP is binding to the pump. So the basis of that, we call it as a ABC transport, that is ATP binding acids. Now the most important thing is it's having two domains. The first one is the transmembrane domain, that is the multipass domain, which is crossing many times the membrane. So this is a protein which is crossing the many times to the protein, but it's also helping in the exchange of the substance, movement of the substance. One more thing, there's a nucleotide binding domain, because ATP is a nucleotide, it is adenosine triphosphate nucleotide. So this nucleotide gets binding to this domain. Say, for instance, it may have a nucleotide domain here. Now this ATP gets binded here. When ATP gets binded here, this ATP is broken down, it's changed into the ADP plus phosphate. Now this energy gets released, and that energy is used by this transmembrane domain for the movement of the substances. So after all, ABC transporter, why these all are ATP dependent transport, but it's the largest family while the ATP binding takes place. So on the basis of that, we call it as a ABC transport. Rest we have discussed in our previous lectures, like we have a P-type pumps, like we have discussed the one more, that is a V-type pumps, or we have discussed the F-type. Both are ATP dependent, no doubt, but it is the largest family of that, because it is the largest family which is dependent upon the ATP. So on the basis of that, we call it as a ABC transporter, that is ATP binding cassets. So it's the largest family. On the basis of that, we call it ABC. And the most important thing is it's having a nucleotide binding domain, that is ATP binding domain, which helps in the breaking down of the ATP and release of the energy. Now, with the various types of the ABC transporters, we'll discuss them all tomorrow in the next lecture.